Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, the 22nd of August, 2022. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. All right, let's start this off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us a blessing. Give the collective a blessing for this Monday morning. A blessing for us to hold on to. We get the blessed, a crystal clear blessing. We get Lord Ganesha, a crystal clear blessing. You are soon blessed with clarity. Your destiny is calling, and your soul is shining its infinite wisdom. You are blessed, protected, and guided in all you do from this moment on. Namaste. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Listen to this blessing and claim it as your own. A crystal clear blessing. You are soon blessed with great clarity. Your destiny is calling, and your soul is shining its infinite wisdom. You are blessed, protected, and guided in all you do from this moment forward. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, I want to say thank you to everyone who contributed questions for today's show. Oh my goodness, I love you guys' questions. You're so astute. Let's go ahead and jump right in. My first question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl states, the New York Met has South Asian and Cambodian stolen artifacts that they have on display right now. There was literally a temple raid, and artifacts from Southeast Asia and Cambodia were stolen. And now those stolen artifacts are on display at the New York Met. Beautiful Girl's question is, will those artifacts be returned to Southeast Asia and Cambodia? Will Southeast Asia's and Cambodia's stolen artifacts that are being displayed at the United States Met Gala, the Met Museum, Metropolitan Museum, will they be returned to their countries of origin? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirits, guides, please speak through me. Please tell us, will the artifacts stolen from indigenous people be returned to them that are on display? Stolen artifacts, will they be returned to their countries of origin? Here we go. Yes, they will. But there's going to be a little story behind it, guys. Somebody's going to go to jail behind this. This is going to be, it should already be, huge news. The fact that we are displaying stolen items. But the person who they got them for is going to go to prison, okay? They will go to prison. They're going to got the three of swords, this brokenheartedness. And the New York Met is going to issue an apology behind this. The New York Met is going to do the right thing. They are going to return those artifacts. They are going to turn in the person who sold them, or who consigned them for display. That's the word, consigned them for display. The New York Met is going to turn that person in. And that's not even the person who stole them. That's the person who fenced them. He bought the stolen artifacts and then he was trying to sell them around the world. He didn't think anybody was going to mind because it was from Cambodia. Okay? But yes, the Met Gala is going to return it. They are going to make their respective countries very happy. They have been talking about this and discussing this. And this is a change for them. Because how many countries' stolen artifacts are on display in museums around the world, and these countries are screaming for their property back. It was stolen. It was stolen. It was stolen. And just because you have possession of it does not make it yours. Okay? So, the Met Gala is going to do the right thing. You know, as much as they want to protect their assets, they are going to do the right thing, because this is actually protecting their assets. They do not want their name synonymous with stolen valor, with stolen artifacts, with being a part of the problem. They want to make a change in the world. The Met Gala will return Cambodia and Southeast Asia's stolen artifacts, and they will help to prosecute the person or persons who brought those artifacts to the Met Gala. Okay, great question, beautiful girl. My next question is from Liz L. Old Lindsey Graham got a temporary reprieve in Georgia. So right now, he's not having to testify in front of the grand jury in the case against ODJT, trying to ask the elections board, can't you just find me some more votes? Can't you just find me one more than what I need so that I can win your state? Lindsey Graham has found a judge who is letting him drag his feet. Liz's question is, what is the outcome of this? Lindsey Graham has got to stay, so he doesn't have to testify before the grand jury right now. How is this going to turn out for Lindsey Graham? How is this going to turn out for Lindsey Graham? What will be the outcome of Lindsey Graham and Georgia and his legal issues in Georgia? What will be the outcome? It didn't flip over, but guys, look at this. It didn't flip over, but it jumped out. So I'm gonna call that, all right? Lindsey Graham, Tarot is already saying this is gonna hurt Lindsey. This is gonna help make Lindsey a poor man. He's gonna become one of us, y'all. Let's see. What will be the outcome of Lindsey Graham's grand jury? Lindsey's going to get beat, okay? When Lindsey Graham has to testify, it's going to be a gift for us. It's going to be a gift. He's not going to get away with it. He's not going to get away. He is going to have to testify. He is going to have to testify. And the thing is, he's going to get up there and do the same thing everybody else did. He's going to get there and say, I plead the fifth 500 times. I plead the fifth, because he doesn't want to incriminate himself. Remember, he is guilty. Now, what we need to be reading on are these judges. Lindsey Graham is going to be forced to testify. He's not going to get away with it. He is going to be forced to testify. And whether he says something or not, it really doesn't matter, because he is going to be forced to testify. And if he doesn't, Lindsey is going to be facing his own consequences, okay? He is trying to fight this because he does not want to incriminate himself. It doesn't have anything to do with Donald. He broke the law. Lindsey Graham broke the law. He made a phone call. He, as a sitting senator, tried to use his power to convince another government, not even from the state that he represents, to break the law. Lindsey Graham is not going to get away with this. It may seem like he is, but he is not. He is a small fish. Just remember this. Lindsey Graham is a small fish. And I'll just show you what Lindsey Graham's final card is. Okay, he gets the Four of Swords. You know, this the reprieve card. Lindsey is going to go have several seats somewhere. Lindsey is going to be out of the Senate. He will not be in the Senate. He has broken laws. There are so many senators that are about to make their exodus. Either they're going to quit or they are going to be escorted out by the DOJ in handcuffs because they are criminals who tried to overthrow the United States of America. And Lindsey Graham is one of them. So guys, again, don't worry about these guys. They all are going to get exactly what they have coming to them. Lindsay is not going to get away with it. He may stretch it out. He may stretch it out. He may stretch it out. Does not matter. At some point, he is going to have to stand before that jury. And whether he pleads the fifth or whether he testifies, it does not matter. Lindsey Graham will face his fate. For the crimes that he has committed, he will face his fate. He is not going to escape his karma. He is not. Lindsey Graham's final outcome, the card that jumped out, is this. He has written his own check. Okay? Lindsey Graham, whether it be material or spiritual, will wind up bankrupt. He will be left with nothing. And the word that I am hearing in my head is that he will be left bereft. He will be left broke and sad. And he will have to pay. He will have to pay, because he's going to have to pay more money to his lawyers to keep all these stays so that he doesn't have to testify. And guys, all this is him just, he's just trying to run the clock. Run the clock. Because he knows at some point the Donald is going to make his move. And that is what all these guys are waiting for. This is what all of them are waiting for. My next question is also from Liz L. Daria Dugina, the daughter of Alexander Dugina, who is a Putin ally. Daria Dugina was a television, I think she was a news person. I'm not sure if she was a news anchor. She was some type of a television personality. Anywho, she was executed, boom, 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 blowed up in a car bomb outside of Moscow. Liz's question is, was Daria's death, was that supposed to be, was that hit on her, or was that hit supposed to be for her father? Was the death of Daria Dugina, was the death of Daria Dugina supposed to be a hit on her father, Alexander Dugina? Let's see. Speak through me. Yes. Actually, the hit was on both of them, guys. The hit was on both of them. Both of them are marked for death. Both of them are Putin allies. And her father, Alexander, is very worried right now because he knows that they are coming after him. He's looking at scorched earth. He is a Putin ally. He's one of them that was pushing this war. He didn't run away when he had the chance to. And now they are after him. He is a marked man. So, Liz, that hit on Daria, that hit on her, that was to take her out and whoever she was with. And there is a hit on her father as well. They will be trying to take him out as well. And guys, this isn't Putin. This is not Putin. This is another organization that is going after Putin's allies. This is another, oh my goodness, this is some type of like black op type, like what we have here with our 1%ers. This is their little, or their 5% with our little militias. This is Russia's militia that is taking out Putin allies and gonna go after Putin too. These guys want to clean up. They want to get rid of all these rich people who are keeping them poor and broken right now. Remember, all these sanctions, just as bad as the prices are right here in America, the prices are just as bad over in Russia. They're having just as hard of a time to get stuff as we are. You know, they're not getting all their little creature comforts. McDonald's, Burger King, Starbucks, all the things that they want to get. This is a militia that is going after Putin and Putin's allies. All of these oligarchs are in danger right now. They are coming after them. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming. Alexander Dugina is in danger. They are coming after him. They want to, their form of justice is to kill them. That is justice for this group that is going after all these people. Exactly how Putin handled his business is exactly how this militia group is going to handle Putin's allies. The exact same way that Putin handled civilians and people who were against him. That is exactly an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. These guys are going after, and Putin knows it, and Putin is nervous about this. Guys, I'm gonna jump out of my list real quick because I need to know about Putin. I haven't heard anything about him lately. I know there's a lot of fighting going on, but I would like to know exactly what is going on with Putin and his health and this war. Dear Tarot, please tell us anything you can tell us about what is going on inside of Putin's mind. What is he thinking? What is he planning? Universe, spirit guides, ancestors, speak through me. What is Putin? What is going on in Putin's mind? Look at, we get the Three of Swords jumped out and turned over. He's thinking about victory. He wants to win at all costs. Again, we get the Nine of Swords as the first card. What is on Putin's mind? Putin is extremely worried, okay? He is worried, and now this makes sense. Putin is worried because he is not winning this war like he wanted to, and he knows that every day, he is losing. He's losing power, he's losing people, and his country is losing faith in him. No, has lost faith in him. His magic is no longer working. What he thought he could do, he is not being able to. Yeah, he's killing civilians. He's being a very severe tyrant, but that's all it is. There's no effect. He is not gaining anything. All he is doing is destroying. He needs to quit, but he does not know how, because that would make him look weak. So he is going to continue and continue and continue. He does not have an end game. Putin does not have an end game. He wants to quit, but he does not know how to withdraw. He does not know how to end this war that he started, because he is afraid that he is going to look like the coward, idiot, incel that he is. We will hear. Guys, there is news that is about to come out about some of these things that are going on in the Kremlin that we are not hearing about. Guys, they are turning against him. This is drawn out. This has gone on longer than anybody wanted to go on. And now the politics of the world have changed. What Putin has done has ensured that their land mass will shrink. This has given courage and power to other countries to stand up and fight instead of allowing to be taken over. What Putin has done is empower people to stand up and fight for themselves, to stand up and fight for what they believe in, and not go with the status quo, and not just follow a man because he calls himself their leader. This is what's changing all over, guys. These single men, the Putins, the Trumps, the Xi Jinpings, the MBSs, all of these singular men who wield all this power, who take millions of lives and crush them in their hands. All of these guys' time is up. They are about to face a karma they have never seen before. Every world leader is about to face a change, because the populations that are being ruled over by these singular, insular men are tired of these games, are tired of it, are tired of one person ruining the lives of millions. Things are about to change, guys. Things are about to change. Oh my goodness. And that was the next question, is what's going on in the Kremlin. Guys, this war for Putin has turned into a war in Russia, okay? This has got Russian people are looking at things differently. The propaganda is failing. It's failing. We are going to turn a corner soon. We are going to. And it's going to be severe. But guys, it is going to be us, the populace, that rises up to stop this. These governments are not going to stop anything. They're making money off of war. Understand, just like America, Raytheon and all these war machines, we give billions of dollars to the military in years that we're not even in war. $1 billion. $1 billion could feed every child that is school age in America. $1 billion would ensure that no child would be hungry at school. But we won't do that. No, $1 billion could make sure that every American has some form of health care. But we won't do that. No, we won't give no money for that. No, but we will build the industrial military complex. Billions upon billions upon billions upon billions to build planes that sit idle in fields right here in Las Vegas. The freaking airplane graveyard. All those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of planes, they still fly. Ain't nothing wrong with them. $1 million planes, millions and millions and millions of dollars sitting idle while we spend millions and millions and millions more making planes that we don't need. Understand, this is a racket. The government is helping keep the rich 1% rich. The billions of dollars in warfare, welfare. Where does that money go? We are not fixing anything overseas. We are not even fixing our military bases. Camp Lejeune, here we are. 50 years later? Camp Lejeune is just now going to pay the people it poisoned? This is one of the biggest military marine bases that we have. Was killing, giving cancer, killing families, poisoning people through contaminated water that they knew was contaminated. They didn't spend none of that billions of dollars to clean up the water when they could have. But no, we give the military billions every year. But we can't take care of children. We can't feed children. We can't house our homeless. But we can make sure that our military got billions of dollars to just, wipe their behinds with. We have to stand up and we have to understand what's going on, number one. We have to be out there screaming, what are you doing with all this money? Who is getting paid off? Because it is not going towards our safety. Putin's in our grid. And old Donnie boy gave him the keys. MBS is in there too. There is no telling how many of our state secrets, how much of our defense is laying on Xi Jinping's desk. Not even locked up. He's probably got it taped to the walls with Donnie's picture above it. Say, yeah, thank you, America. Thank you. Yeah, we can come in and defeat you now because we know all of your secrets. Because your country decides that one orange freaking pervert should be God. Okay. Guys, what's going on in Russia? There's a lot of things that are going on that we don't see. Putin is very agitated that this is going on. And on top of him being sick, and he is very sick. He is extremely sick. But here's the thing. If Putin passes away before this war has come to an end, understand, Putin will be tried posthumously. Putin will be tried at The Hague. Whether he's alive or dead, he will be tried for the crimes that he has committed against this world. And old DJT's name is going to be thrown right there with it. Guys, as soon as all these cowards are dealt with. And that's what we're dealing with. We have to get all these roadblocks out of the way and taken care of. We have some people who are not cowards that are going to come in and prosecute these guys. It will happen. But there has to be a change that happens first. And that's a change of our consciousness. We have to give these people the courage to do what they need to do. Merrick Garland is fighting an uphill battle, and he's fighting it alone, because we as Americans have been on him like stink on shit, telling him to hurry up and arrest somebody. Hurry up and do your job. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. The exact opposite of what we did for the 4 years that Donnie was tearing this country apart. Where was all of y'all yelling about somebody hold him accountable? Where was everybody yelling then? We finally got somebody working on our behalf, and we don't give him no energy. All we do is freaking pan him. We need to stop. Understand that our energy, what we throw out there, our anger, our despair, slows down the progress. If you want to see people get arrested, you need to be sending Merrick Garland energy. You need to be sending him courage. You need to be sending him love and stamina, instead of complaining about how long he's taken. He's only been in the job 2 years. Donnie had 4 to break it. Let's be real. Let's be real. All right, my next question is from Carmen B. And this is about the judge that old Donnie is going to, that is, well, let's just ask it like this. Will the judge release the surveillance video of the search of Mar-a-Lago and out the FBI agents? Will the Florida judge allow the surveillance video of the Mar-a-Lago search to be revealed, putting FBI agents in jeopardy? Okay, guys. Yeah. The judge is going to allow the surveillance video to be played. However, Donnie is going to have to pay to blur out the face of every single person. And that's expensive, guys. That is expensive. So the judge is going to allow the surveillance video to be aired after all the faces and identifying characteristics of every person doing that search has been digitally erased. So he's going to have to put a spot or blur every person's face so that they cannot be identified. Yes, Carmen, the judge is going to allow that video to surface, but only after the faces of each FBI agent has been blurred. It is not going to look like that video that we saw at the Uvalde school shooting. We're not going to see the faces of all the police officers standing around. No, it's not going to be like that. You're going to see faces of officers walking in with a big black spot over their face. That's all you're going to see. And that is to protect their anonymity. My next question is from Marie Smith. Marie is asking about Maxine Waters. We have not heard from Maxine in a long time. So let's ask this. She has been super quiet, and Maxine was one of our biggest voices. I mean, that was Auntie Maxine. She was loud and proud. What is going on with Maxine Waters? Tarot, please tell us. What is going on with Maxine Waters? What is going on with Maxine Waters? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I think there's some things that we don't, again, things that we don't know about that's going on. Maxine is still co-authoring a whole lot of, she's working quietly behind the scenes, but she's working on some bills to go after some people. She is working on slings and arrows, guys. And she is doing it very quietly. People should be afraid. People should be afraid. She is about to go after some folks. She ain't saying nothing because she don't want to give them a heads up. This is the woman who is going after the traitors in Congress. Yes, she is. She is drafting all kinds of bills to get rid of people, to hold people accountable. She is talking. She wants all the secrets to come out. She wants everything to be known. Guys and girls, she is about to deliver us a gift, and she is being very, very stealthy about it. Yes, she is Republican head hunting, and she is doing it the way that it needs to be done. She is going to do it through the legislation. She is working on a whole bunch of bills that is going to criminalize exactly, and it's gonna be retroactive because there are laws against what these people did. Yes, there are, and every single sitting senator and congressman that broke the law that day, she is going after. Guys, she's got her own little January 6th thing going on, except for she's doing it with lawsuits and bills and laws. Yes, and she's going to be successful in what she does, guys. She is going to be successful. She is going to bring a lot of people to judgment. She is going to the sky's going to open up and she's going to shine a light on all those traitors. She's going to cause a whole lot of fighting. She's going to cause a whole lot of fighting. But Maxine Waters is being quiet because Maxine Waters is doing, let's just put it this way, she's doing God's work right now. She is going after these people legally. And she is going to make laws that are going to be retroactive to hold people accountable. And this is specifically people in the Senate and people in Congress. Guys, send her some energy. Now, she's an old lady. She's another one that's in her 70s. You know, she's been in there for a long time. Give her some energy so that she can complete what she came in there to do. Guys, we're a lot of these elderly people will not be there in 24. They won't. My next question is from Eliza G. Eliza wants to know, what will happen to the immigrants Texas is busing to New York? Excuse me. First of all, we have to discuss about this. What Texas is doing is committing a crime. They are moving illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants. They are literally just picking up people and dropping them off in cities, not processing them. This is a crime. Greg Abbott is going to pay for this. You know, he is going to be charged with this. Okay, number one. Eliza would like to know. Eliza says, will the immigrants that are being bused be able to stay in the country? New York has a project called Project Open Arms, which is providing housing, jobs, food, education, and health care to these immigrants. And Eliza is very happy about that. And and guys, it is wonderful that we have programs that help our immigrant brothers and sisters. However, we have our brothers and sisters that are in New York right now that are unhoused, houseless, starving, not able to get health care. We need to help our own as well, okay? But that's not the question. The question for Eliza is, will the immigrants that Abbott is busing to New York be allowed to stay in the United States? Will the immigrants that Greg Abbott is busing to New York be able to stay in the United States? Guys, some of them will be able to stay in the United States and some of them won't. Some of them are ineligible and should not be in the United States. And that's one of the things that Abbott did. He took some people who were not supposed to be in the United States. He literally took some criminals and dropped them off in New York. He really did this. He took people who should not be in the United States and dropped them off in New York. Greg Abbott is a criminal. He's a cancer. He is a cancer. He's a disease. And he needs to be cut off. He needs to be excised. Greg Abbott, DeSantis, Trump, they are all diseases. They need to be excised. They must be cut out, or else they are going to metastasize and they are going to wreak havoc on our entire planet. Now, Greg Abbott is not going to win re-election. He will not win. But guys, understand what he is doing while he's got this iron grip on Texas. They are rewriting laws. They are gerrymandering the whole state. Everybody of legal voting age has got to come out and vote in Texas. Everybody has got to vote. Everybody. And Texas, you're voting for your own best interest. They are literally trying to bring you back to the 1800s. To the 1800s. They want it to be the Wild West out there. I guess women, the only way that you're going to have any respect, I guess, if you have a shotgun and a horse and just kill every man that comes up. But this is ridiculous. This is what they're trying to turn it into, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. People don't want to live that way. So Eliza, some of the immigrants will be allowed to stay, but the majority of the people that Abbott sent to Washington should not even be in the United States. He literally took criminals to New York. Understand what he did. And I feel like the Department of Justice is already on him. I feel like Greg Abbott may go to jail. Let's ask that question. Will Greg Abbott go to jail? Will the DOJ come after Greg Abbott and put him in jail for what he has done? Guys, what we're seeing, we are seeing exactly how Nazi Germany came into being with what these governors and people are doing. This is exactly how Nazi Germany came into being, with singular entities acting like they have the power of the Almighty, that they can take and make decisions for the entire world. Will Greg Abbott go to jail? Will the Department of Justice arrest Greg Abbott? Guys, look at that. Let me pull forward. That's a big old yes. Yes, he has abused his power. The spy in the camp. Guys, we go, oh my goodness. Greg Abbott is going to jail. Not only will he not be the governor of Texas anymore, but that old boy, that good old boy, is going to live the rest of his life in an 8x10 cell. He is going to be a federal freaking inmate. He is going to be exactly where he belongs. Exactly where he belongs. Woo! Thank you, Tara. Thank you. Okay. My next question is from Danielle. Danielle would like to know what's going to happen with Elaine Chow. Now, we know that's Mitch McConnell's wife, y'all. What is happening or going to happen to Elaine Chow? Now, she resigned her office on January 7th. She let the whole six play out and then resigned the next day. What is going to happen to Elaine Chow? Is the Department of Justice looking at her for any crimes that she might have committed? What is going to happen with Elaine Chow? Let me give this another shuffle. What is going to happen with Elaine Chow? What's going to happen with Elaine Chow? Ooh. Elaine Chow may be facing some hard times. She's being looked at for who her partnerships were. Guys, this is what's below her, the devil. Yeah, the devil is chasing her. She's got some splaining to do. Yes, she is also under investigation. Department of Justice is looking at her for crimes that she committed while she was in office. Yeah, she's about to be embarrassed. Guys, this is going to be just like Reagan's administration. Reagan's administration, a whole bunch of people went to jail. A whole bunch of people went to jail. Some people died in jail, okay? We had Enron, we had all kinds of stuff. We had Ollie North, we had all kinds of stuff going on under Ronald Reagan. When this whole thing about Donnie's administration gets to going, guys, a lot of people from this administration are going to go to jail too. There have been crimes committed right here against our country, in our country, by Americans, against America. Yes, they have, and Elaine Chow is one of them. Elaine Chow was playing footsie with the devil, and now she's got the piper to pay. She is. Expect for her to try to get out of town. Expect for Elaine to go back to China. Expect for her to go back to China. If she don't go back to China, she'll probably go to Saudi Arabia. But it's not so good being over there in Saudi Arabia, because then you don't have all your rights over there, because you're still a woman. The only place you got any kind of power, Elaine Chow, is right here in America, where you can be a congresswoman, and commit all your crimes, and everybody just give you a smack on the wrist. You go to Saudi Arabia, you got to cover your head. You can't speak. You can't even leave the house unless your old wrinkly prune of a husband is with you. So, they're all going to get it, guys. Elaine Chow is under investigation. Elaine Chow is under investigation. Okay? And it's not going to go good for her. Now, I don't see her going to jail, but goodness gracious, she's going to be embarrassed, and it's going to take a lot away from her. She wants to leave. She wants to leave. Just be patient, guys. We'll see. We'll see who's going to run. We'll see who's going to just try to disappear, to evade justice. But justice is coming for them. Guys, there are lots of investigations going on. Lots of investigation. And one thing that I can say is that Merrick Garland's DOJ has zero leaks. We will not know anything until he decides he wants us to know something. Or unless another target like Donnie decides to tell that he got hit. Then we'll know that something's happening. Other than that, guys, until these guys are yoinked and are sitting in front of a judge on their court case, we won't know anything unless the targets speak out and let us know what's going on. All right. My next question. I think this is Danielle's too. DeSantis charged 20 people with voter fraud. All of them were ex-cons, inmates who had been released from prison. All of these ex-inmates believed that their rights had been restored to them. Will DeSantis prosecute these former inmates who had served their time and believed that their civil rights had been restored to them? Will DeSantis send them back to prison to try to make up voter fraud? And that's exactly what this is for, guys. He wants to use those inmates. And this is a whole setup again. Sorry, I got a backwards card here I got to find. Will DeSantis prosecute the released inmates for voting when they thought they could? Will DeSantis prosecute the 20 released inmates who voted because they thought that their civil rights had been restored? Will DeSantis send them back to prison? Yes, he is going to. Yes, he is going to. And guys, I think this might be another thing that may send the DOJ into Florida against DeSantis. Yes, he is going to send them right back to jail, and he's going to try to use it to say there was widespread voter fraud when these people were told by the Department of Corrections that their civil liberties had been returned to them and that they were eligible to vote. He is going to send these people back to jail. Guys, this is a 5-year sentence. These people have already served their time. This is another lawsuit that is going to come and get DeSantis. This is another one. Just pile it on. This is another one. He's another one that is going to be just like Bill de Blasio. Not de Blasio. I'm sorry, I said the wrong name. He's going to be another governor that finds himself sitting in a federal prison. Yes, DeSantis is going to send those men back to jail. Men and women who were told that their rights had been restored to them. They were told. This will be a lawsuit against DeSantis, and it'll be a lawsuit against the Department of Corrections and their governing board, because it's going to be found out. They did this on purpose. They did it on purpose so that they would have some numbers to say that they had illegal people voting. And they were not. Those people were told they could vote. They were told that their rights had been restored. DeSantis is setting them up, and he is going to put them in prison false imprison them on a lie that they were told. DeSantis is going to wind up in prison, and we all need to send energy for that. Next question. Is Jared going to go to prison for his $2 billion Saudi Arabian windfall? Is Jared Kushner going to go to prison? Guys, and I'm going to tell you this. All you guys who think that Ivanka has any loyalty to Jared, please think again. Think again. She is in self-preservation mode. At this moment, Ivanka don't care what happens to nobody but her. She is talking. She is talking. She is cutting deals. She is giving up as much information as she possibly can to keep her out of prison. And guys, she still may have to do 5 or 6 months. She still may have to do a couple months. But she's going to give up all she can to make sure that she ain't away from her babies for no extended amount of time. Because she knows that what her daddy did has put her in danger of never seeing her kids grow up. The crimes that she has committed will put her in jail for 20 years or better. She has turned state's evidence, guys. She is in self-preservation mode. Now, she don't give two shits about Jared. She don't care. She does not care. She don't care about the money. She cares about her babies. Rich or poor, she wants her babies. And she don't want to go to jail. So, here we go. Is Jared going to jail? Is Jared going to be the fall guy for the Kushner family? So that Ivanka can stay out of prison with the babies. Is Jared going to prison? Guys, look at this. I ain't even got Jared going to prison. Jared might have turned state's evidence as well. Maybe the whole family then decided to talk. I don't have a yes at all. I have nothing saying that Jared is going to jail. I do have something that says Jared may be losing some money, though. So there's a possibility maybe Jared had to forfeit that $2 billion to the feds to keep himself out of prison. His punishment is going to be severe. However, I don't think it's going to be any jail time. I think his is going to be more financial. He may have to wear an ankle monitor. He may have his passport seized. But I believe the whole Kushner family done turned state's evidence. Jared and Ivanka are singing like pigeons, parakeets, birdies. Yeah, they don't want to go to jail. Jared gave up that money. He's like, here you go. I don't need it. Take it back. Take that money. Take it. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I will tell you everything he is telling Merrick Garland and the DOJ everything he knows that they did. Guys, the Mueller report is being worked on. The Mueller report is being worked on, and it is being helped by Ivanka and Jared. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. My next question. This is from Danielle. Danielle would like to know what's going to happen with education in America and Florida. Florida because of the textbooks and all the issues. Guys, education in America, everything right now is in upheaval. With COVID now being with us forever, because that's what the CDC said. Just get used to it, guys. COVID, because of us, because we could not just do the simple things, is now going to be a part of our lives forever. It's going to be like chicken pox. Now, we'll just have COVID season. But I don't know when it ends, since we're still in COVID season, since 2019. Okay. Anyway. What's going to happen with education, guys? Our entire country, when the dust settles from all of this, and guys, we have not gone through the upheaval yet. We're still in the beginning phases of that. Our entire country is going to go through a complete change. Our government is going to change. Our school system is going to change. Our laws in America are going to change. Everything that we're going through right now, all this chaos and upheaval, this chunking and breaking everything apart, is so that we can heal and put it back together in a way that it will work for all of us, not for just some of us. We are changing consciousness. So, all the things that are going on with education, with children being in school and out of school, using homeschool computers, we are going to have so many different forms of education after this is over with. People will have real choice. And it won't be giving rich kids all the public kids money so that they won't get shot. No. We will have reform in America, but it's not going to come quickly, and it will only be born through chaos. We have got to go through this. We're going to lose teachers. This is part of the part of what has to happen. It won't get fixed until the educators decide that they are not going to be cannon fodder. Until the United States decides that it's going to protect children instead of protecting the gun, our education system is going to continue to deteriorate, as it should. As it should. When it's to the point to where we have to do something, then it will be reinvented. Because I'm sorry, but that's just how America works. They will not fix anything until it is so irrevocably broken that it has no choice but to. But here it is. Here's the good news. When the system fails and we start to rebuild it, we will actually rebuild a system that is built for children to learn, to be educated, not indoctrinated, to be educated. To learn the things that children need to learn. You know, the things that everybody needs to know. You know, how to take care of yourself, how to pay bills, you know, how to keep yourself healthy, how to keep from being stressed out all the time. This is what we need to be teaching our children. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s are great. But if we don't teach a child how to deal with their feelings, then we keep training mass murderers. If we don't teach little boys that it is okay to cry and that there are ways to deal with your anger, then we're not doing anything good for children. But what's coming is, because what I see is a full education of the child. Not just teaching them redundance, not just teaching them how to obey, but teaching children how to live the life that they have been given and how to operate the body that they live in. Life is so much more than just what we learn in school. How many of us were never taught how to care for ourselves? We send children to school. How many children go to school dirty, stinky, with their hair unkempt because nobody at home is making them bathe? Nobody is saying, hey, this is how you care for yourself, that brushing your teeth keeps you healthy. These are the things that we need to teach our children. How to live healthy. Not just ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and how to show up at a job at 9 o'clock and be a good slave. No, we need to teach children how to function in our body and in the society that we have dropped them in. And in the future, education will address those needs. Okay, my last question is not a question. Rochelle Brackney, the Charlottesville, Virginia police chief, who was fired because she was trying to fix up her police office. I had read on her. I was a completely 100% correct read on Rochelle Brackney. The question is, it says, Rochelle Brackney, Charlottesville fired chief of police, uncovered racism in the city of Charlotte, the police department, the city manager, the governor, everybody. It is a great big old cover-up. Will the DOJ investigate the police department and the city of Charlottesville in the wake of Rochelle Brackney's termination? Will the DOJ investigate the city of Charlotte and the city of Charlotte's police department and government for the termination of Rochelle Brackney? Will the DOJ investigate Charlottesville? Here we go. Okay, guys, I don't know if the DOJ is going to investigate them, but what I'm seeing here is that the negative publicity that they're getting behind us is going to actually have some consequence. I feel that Rochelle is going to win her lawsuit against the city for unlawful termination, and that when all of this is going to break in a major way, guys, and it's already on TV. This is going to blow up. This is going to become viral. Okay, and this is going to be a thing that is going to show racism in policing and racism in governing in America. Guys, this is going to be big. I see 60 Minutes or somebody doing a whole special on this to illuminate. This is going to be like a, just kicking over to show the dirty politics of city, of the dirty inner workings of city officials and what happens when racism is left to run rampant, and how that creates issues like Charlottesville, where we had the Unite the Right march, where they were screaming, "Jews will not replace us." Yes, this is going to be huge. I don't see the DOJ per se getting involved. They could, but I see this being so much more as just a blockbuster. Like I said, I see it on 60 Minutes. I see this being a complete expose. That's what it is, an expose. They are going to expose the mayor, the dirty, corrupt police. They are going to expose the city of Charlotte. And I think what they're going to do is try to shame them into reform. But guys, no, I don't have a positive yes. I got some littles that could be. So maybe the DOJ will get involved, but definitely there will be an expose. It will be broadcast so the entire world can see what racism does to a city, to a state, and how it can have horrible consequences for the whole rest of the country when we allow bigots to run out good police officers, especially when we're talking about changing our police to something that it's supposed to be. And then we have people trying to do it and they get cut off at the knees. Yes, there's going to be a giant expose on this. Great question. All right, guys. I am on with Milu today, so this show should be airing right after. All right? So, if you did not catch me on Milu, please go back and find that on Milu Polycarp's channel, or I think it's, I don't know what his channel is called, but his name is Milu Polycarp, and he's a psychic medium. So I think it's Psychic Milu. Go to his channel, and you can see me there today. All right, guys, I love you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye, guys. Namaste.